From the threats of a physical cage match between the tech moguls, to their explosive feud that began way back in 2016. Here are all the reasons why Elon Musk would destroy Mark Zuckerberg in an MMA fight. To kick things off, the duo's been feuding for over 6 years, with things only just heating up to the point of a cage match. It all started with Musk's tweet about Mark launching his own version of Twitter called Thread. The Tesla CEO said, "I'm sure Earth can't wait to be exclusively under Zuck's thumb with no other options." His sarcasm wasn't lost on people, causing one Twitter user to warn Musk about Zuckerberg's jiu-jitsu trainings and that a fight may break out. Well, guess what? The Meta CEO posted an Insta story of a screenshot of the said conversation, captioned, "Send me the location." Oh boy, I guess all that's left now is a classic physical showdown. But are the two really up to the challenge? Let's take a quick look at our players' credentials, shall we? Elon Musk, the CEO of SpaceX and Tesla, is redefining space exploration and electric vehicles. I mean, this guy has some seriously big dreams and he's determined to make them happen. With SpaceX, he wants to make space travel more accessible and eco-friendly. And with Tesla, he's revolutionizing cars for somewhat the same purposes. On the other hand, you've got Mark Zuckerberg, the dude who co-founded Facebook, now called Meta. He's changed the whole game when it comes to how we connect and share stuff online. Both Musk and Zuckerberg are crazy smart, but they've got different areas where they shine. In terms of physical abilities, Elon Musk has a clear advantage over Mark Zuckerberg. Sure, the Meta CEO is 5'8", but that doesn't make him any less of a competition. Just recently, he won the silver and gold medals at the Silicon Valley tournament, and his training in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu must give him some sort of an edge. But our boy Musk here isn't afraid of a challenge either. He's already got his moves locked in. He joked around on Twitter about his moves for the fight, where he said he'd pull a walrus on Zuck. Apparently, the move's pretty simple. You just lie down on your opponent and do nothing. While he's clearly joking on that one, Elon stands at an impressive 6'2" with a commanding presence. In a recent interview with the BBC, broadcaster and fight sports journalist Nick Pete also commented on this whole situation, and even he thinks Elon could tip the scales in his favor. Pete believes that the Twitter CEO's strength is going to prove to be his strongest asset. So Musk clearly wins the round on that one. And that's not all, guys. Not only has Elon Musk been training with the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt holder and podcaster Lex Fridman. Ahead of the fight, he's even been offered training from the UFC legend Georges St. Pierre. I mean, only a fool would turn down an offer like this. And Elon Musk must think so too. Because the Tesla CEO is already on those trainings. So if you didn't think he was going to bring that trophy home before, some coaching from Lex Fridman and Georges St. Pierre might just do the trick for Musk. At the end, it's a contest between agility and strength. And while Mark may have agility, with his background in martial arts and his physical advantage, Elon is no stranger to both these skills. Even so, being the two major tech giants, Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg keep finding themselves at odds when it comes to their visions for artificial intelligence and its potential impact on humanity. Musk sees it as a game changer that can improve our lives and solve tough problems. Like, he's all about investing in AI research and bringing it to his platforms. On the other hand, Zuck is a little too chill about it. He's into AI too, but he's not buying into all the doomsday talk. He thinks we can handle any risks as long as we're careful and responsible. These differences have sparked big debates in the tech world, and it's a hot topic for sure. As AI keeps advancing, you can bet these dudes will keep going at it. And the range of topics just keeps going on and on. From conflicting views on the COVID-19 pandemic to the entire modern technology scene, it's really hard to miss the Zuck versus Musk drama. Now let's talk about their rivalry in the space race. Both have an interest in space, but they have totally different styles and goals. Elon Musk, through SpaceX, is all about dominating the space industry. He's achieved some epic milestones, like launching reusable rockets and delivering stuff to the International Space Station. Musk's dream is to make space travel more accessible and affordable, and he's dead set on establishing a colony on Mars. Talk about aiming high. I'm not sure I'm sold on that yet, but I know for sure that Zuck is totally not on board. So yeah, Elon Musk's vision and crazy projects have really captured people's imagination and got them pumped about the future of space exploration. But Zuckerberg, meanwhile, hasn't been as active in the space game at all. Sure, he showed some interest in providing internet to underserved areas through Facebook's satellite project, but things didn't go so well. Hint, hint. Somebody blew up his satellite. Since then, he hasn't made any major moves in space. He's been focusing more on Meta's social media platforms and how they're evolving. While their rivalry in the space race might not be so in your face, their different roles and ambitions in space exploration reflect their broader competition, now boiling down to an MMA fight. And guys, they are not taking this lightly. Although Musk and Zuckerberg both just want to fight it out for charity, Dana White, the man behind the UFC, is just too excited to have UFC behind the two tech names. He's already gotten far off into making this fight a reality. He even had a phone call with both billionaires. And guess what? They were dead serious about making this epic showdown happen inside the octagon. White's enthusiasm was so off the charts that he vowed to create an entire pay-per-view event around this headline fight. Talk about taking things to the next level. In an interview, the UFC chairman talked about what a potential MMA fight between the two tech guys could look like. Elon, it turns out, has some martial arts training. On the phone call with White, Elon boasted his skills, laying all the hard facts down as he said, "Listen, I grew up in South Africa. I've been in a lot of fights. It's not like I haven't fought before." Now hold on a minute. Let's address the elephant in the room. Dana White has always talked about how he isn't one for this gimmicky fights, like the recent trend in boxing. According to this guy, he's all about showcasing the best fighters in the world. So is Musk versus Zuckerberg just another gimmick? Either way, White's excitement about the fight is turned all the way up. In another interview, he discussed how he's hopped on to making this project come to life. Because at the end of the day, he just wants to put up fights that people will pay to see. And according to him, the tickets for this particular one are going to be priced at a solid $100 each. Well, let's face it, neither of these tech moguls is known for their professional fighting skills. This fight is undoubtedly unexpected, and in some ways, could just be a publicity thing. But hey, that's part of what makes it so intriguing. It's a clash of two influential figures from completely different worlds, stepping into the octagon to settle their differences. Who wouldn't want to see how it all unfolds? Now, for some backstory into this whole thing, the drama between Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg began in 2016, with an incident involving a SpaceX rocket explosion. During a routine test, one of SpaceX rockets burst into flames and exploded on the launch pad, completely destroying a Facebook satellite intended to provide internet connectivity to remote areas. The incident not only caused some major financial losses for both SpaceX and Facebook, but also sparked a public clash between the two tech giants. Following the explosion, Mark Zuckerberg took to social media, expressing his disappointment and indirectly blamed SpaceX for the failure. He stated that he was deeply disappointed that SpaceX's launch failure destroyed their satellite. Who knew the guy could throw some real shade, huh? Although Zuckerberg did not explicitly name Musk or SpaceX in his statement, the implication was clear. This incident marked the first visible crack in their relationship and set the stage for their public feud. Since that fateful day, both Musk and Zuckerberg have taken subtle jabs at each other multiple times, and that's only taken their rivalry to the next level. So there you have it, folks. From their explosive feud that began way back in 2016, to the threats of a physical cage match between the tech moguls. These were all the reasons why Elon Musk would destroy Mark Zuckerberg in an MMA fight.